I'm in. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, that's one. Mm-hmm. Probably like, mm-hmm. I didn't admit everybody yet. No, I did not. Joining. Mm-hmm.
Yay. Do we want to let him in the waiting room? Am I a co-host?
Yeah, you're a co-host now. Do you want me to go ahead and share my screen, or do we want to wait?
What's that?
Do we want to share my screen yet, or do we want to wait till we get everybody in?
I would just share it and mute ourselves and wait until, well, I don't know. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm going to share it and it'll be okay if you want to admit everybody.
Okay.
Hold
And
on.
I'll keep an eye on the chat. Are we answering those questions at the end of your section or at the end of the presentation?
Are we doing what?
I'm going to monitor chat. Are we going to do that at the end of the session or the end of your section?
Yeah, let's try and do that at the end.
Okay.
Say that we'll answer questions. If there's something, we can jump in. I mean, I think you and I can jump back and forth. If there's something that needs to be answered right then, we can.
Okay, and I'll try to type them in there too. I'm trying to keep my Chromebook from closing on me because it has a time limit.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm watching the notes over there. So this ought to be fun. Okay, we can do this.
Well, and me trying to present with this is going to be like, okay.
Yeah.
So are you ready to start once you start admitting them?
Yes. Sorry, I'm having all kinds of allergy stuff going on. So
it's okay. And I have it pulled up on my iPad so I can read the notes because I don't know them.
All right, here we go. And everybody, there's 44 people.
Wow.
Yeah, we're popular.
We are.
We're required.
Miss Sarah, how you doing? Hi. There's always one in the group that doesn't have their stuff together. Oh, I unmuted. Sorry.
Chris, what do you not have together?
Oh, another one. Cameron audio's out. Oh my gosh.
Sure.
Is that Senna? Senna Croft?
Close, kinda.
Oh, kinda. Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning, Miss Croft.
Okay, kind of, you ready to get started? Okay. Good morning, everybody, and sorry we're starting a few minutes late, but Zoom had a few technical issues this morning. I'm Sarah Corwin, and I'm the instructional coach at Early College Prep Academy at Lowman Hill, and I'll let Kinda introduce herself.
And I am Kinda Croft. I am also at Early College Prep Academy at Lowman Hill. I am a second grade teacher, and we're excited to present this to you and make your lives a whole lot easier.
Yeah. Okay, so what this is we have the program Eureka Math as our primary resource for mathematics. At the bottom of the screen, there's a handout link. So if you want to click on that, and that will be, you can highlight it and put it on your own screen and have the handout from today's session. The next screen talks about renaming yourself in breakout rooms. With the amount of time we have, we probably will not go to breakout rooms, but here is steps on how to rename yourself. You'll locate the 3 dots in the right-hand corner of your picture. Then you'll click rename. Or you can also click on the word participants at the bottom and then select the more option next to your name to rename. They ask that we put our name as your first and last name and your school at the end. That way we know where everyone's from. So if you're responding in the chat, we'll know which teachers are at which building so that we start to learn our different colleagues throughout the district. So here's our Zoom protocols for today. Rename yourself, first name, last name, building. Place any questions you have in the chat. Kinda and I will do our best to answer as we go. If it's a quick answer, if it's something else that needs a little more thought, we will answer at the end, any questions you have. Please silence your cell phone and keep your microphone muted. Okay, so our learning intentions right now. Oh, hold on, I'm sorry. Okay, hold on, guys. Here would be the technical issues. Okay, we are learning to use Eureka Math InSync in order to deliver instruction so that learning continues no matter where our students are being taught. We will know we're successful when we can explore each of the components and analyze the features, explore best instructional practices for math discourse informatives, and preview a process for preparing to teach in a variety of settings using Eureka Math InSync components and additional resources. So we're going to go through what the program is, and then you're going to get time to explore it at the end, because this will help us as we begin our remote teaching journey, and then as we begin micro classrooms and back to remote, and as the year progresses. So basically, Eureka Math and Eureka Math InSync are the same. They just have created a platform for us to make it simpler for us to do our lessons from anywhere. So in the chat right now, if you would type, this is the preview of an overview, a module overview. In the chat, would you please put, how do you use this module overview when you begin planning?
You want the answer, or you want us to type that exact question?
The answer. So how would you use that module overview? I see a lot of people typing my question. I see one, begin planning and developing progressions. Use it to see the standards they'll be teaching. So basically what Eureka Math InSync did is they took this module overview, and on the InSync, they put it on as electronic. So here is the different components. We'll go through the lessons, the student outcomes, the video lessons, the additional concept developments, and lesson debriefs. So they took it and just made it into an electronic piece. So here are the 4 components that you're going to see in Eureka Math InSync. It will prioritize the content from the Eureka Math lessons. It emphasizes instructional practices that are effective when delivering the content virtually. And so we'll go back to this image as we go. There's the Learn Anywhere plans, lesson videos, topic facilitation slide decks, and discussion-based assessment. We're going to start with the Learn Anywhere plan. So here's the first part that we start. This is the module level Learn Anywhere plan. These plans optimize learning for circumstances that reduce or eliminate in-person instruction. Every lesson will include a video and assignment, and that's intended for students to complete without teacher guidance. So we also have our lessons that the teachers made videos of already, but Eureka Math InSync is working on making video lessons for their entire year for all the modules and lessons. And then there's a recommended approach to how to debrief with the students. The 4 approaches to debriefing will be gone over in just a little bit. Then it has the topic and goes through the different lessons. It organizes by their associated topics and lessons, and each lesson is identified with an icon identifying the type of lesson. These are the same lesson types that are described in your teacher edition. A key for the lesson type icons and a description is available on each module level Learn Anywhere plan. Student outcomes are provided as well. Additional icons are used to indicate whether a lesson component is recommended for synchronous or asynchronous learning. Occasionally, the additional concept development cell may appear shaded without an icon to indicate that additional support may not be needed in conjunction with the lesson video. So it gives all the different tools and icons on the side. So here is an actual level lesson. This is from a pre-calc unit, but they'll have similar at 2nd grade level. If you have the handouts pulled up on your screen as well, if you turn to page 5, it says that these are developed from the Eureka core math lessons. They consist of 3 main sections. The first section is the lesson overview. Then you have the teacher materials, and you'll go into and have the fluency, the analysis, the closing, looking ahead. It has everything similar to what we have in the paper version.
Hey, Sarah, I wanted them to
ma'am.
know that they don't have to go back and try to find that bit.ly. The link is in the chat. If they'll just
Okay.
go there, they can get their handouts. Okay.
Thank you, Kaina. So here it kind of outlines the components, and when you get into this, you'll see this for each lesson. It has the vocabulary highlighted, what materials they're going to need, what materials you'll need as a teacher. And then it has the video description and the details for all of it. And then looks to show you what the preview for the next lesson. So then we have the lesson videos. And each video comes with a lesson. They are also available in Spanish. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna stop sharing so that kind of can share the video from her screen. Because as an instructional coach, I don't have a group of kids. So when I come up, my login does not work. And as kind of starts it, if you see in the top right, there's an English-Spanish version. You can switch it to Spanish for any of your kids. They can switch.
Tina, can you enable computer sound?
Sorry, can you hear it?
No.
No.
I'm so sorry. Okay, let's go back. Here we go. We only missed 20 seconds.
name is Mr. Waldorf. I was a teacher in Arkansas for 19 years, and I also love teaching.
We want to officially welcome you as a part of our virtual class. Even though you may be at home, we want you to participate as if we were together at school.
Throughout this module, we may ask you to draw models to show your thinking, to look for patterns in the problems we are solving, and ask you questions to help build and guide your understanding. You'll also need a few materials for each lesson. In every lesson, you will need a paper and pencil or a whiteboard and marker, and your problem set. Any other materials you need, we will let you know before the lesson begins. As a member of our class, make sure that you are prepared and have your materials ready to go before you watch the video you are assigned.
At the end of each lesson, we'll summarize your assigned tasks. Remember, you can always pause the video or revisit parts for extra support. So that's it. We can't wait to get started. See you soon.
Okay, and someone had a question about how long the videos are. So I looked through a few of them, 10 or 15 minutes. Okay.
And also someone asked about whether interventionists and other people would have access. You have to be tied through Tyler SIS. So if you don't have a class in Tyler SIS, it won't let you open InSync. I know Diane Kimsey got added to a class at Stout, I believe. So it's a matter of contacting Diane Kimsey if you need help with that piece, once you have classes in Tyler SIS at your building.
Yes, so ask your secretary first and see, you know, if you have a class populated and check with them. And then Diane, yeah, we'll talk to Gail if she needs to. Awesome, so some people will be able to log in today, but if you're not, don't worry, maybe you can just look at ours and see what we're doing.
Okay, so the next part that kind of is going to start going over is the topic facilitation slide decks.
Kina's muted again.
Uh-oh.
I know I'm muted, I'm so sorry. Is my screen sharing or is that yours?
That's mine. Do you want to screen share or do you want me to keep it up?
Okay, you can keep it up. That's just
Okay.
fine. All right. Okay, so we are on this one. Okay, so there's two types of slides. There's the lesson level slides and there's the topic level slides, excuse me. And they're so that we can facilitate meaningful discourse, so we can have a good discussion about math in person and virtually. All right, so the topic level, well, let's start with the lesson level. Lesson level slides are student debrief questions, and topic level slides have additional debrief questions for topic discourse. Math discourse is very important so that we can know what they understand about the math that we've done. So more critical thinking and stuff like that. I really like these slides. You can pop one up and have a discussion with your kids virtually. It's really exciting. And I am gonna close the chat, sorry. Okay, so there are 4 approaches, and the approaches are designated in both the module level and the lesson level Learn Anywhere plans, as well as the student debrief slides. So you could say, you know, what's the correct solution, give them a problem and have them figure out what's wrong with it, make a connection between 2 different problems. I know you can't see my arrow, sorry. The connection part is what I'm on. And then impact is discuss the impact of one problem on something else. Okay, so it's a lot of critical thinking and makes kids not just tell the answer, but find out exactly what's going on. Okay. The first type of slide included is the topic facilitation student debrief. And they have a debrief question identified in the lesson level anywhere plan. And it has some images that are relevant to it too. And you can see at the bottom, it tells you exactly what to ask. So the slides have notes for the teachers as well. And you can import these into your own grade level course as you want to. Okay, the second one is the topic discourse, and this is one that has a picture and you find his mistake. Anybody know that one? Just kidding. Some of this isn't second grade level, obviously. We tried to change some stuff later to make it second grade level. So also you can import your own, and there's notes on the slides to help us along. Instructional routines is another one. There are structures that help support students use language to develop their speaking and listening skills while they're developing their mathematical understanding. So there's several instructional routines recommended on these discourse slides, and you can see, you know, present a problem, number or image, pose a question that elicits thinking. So maybe just a picture of 50 Matchbox cars, and you say, what do you notice about these? Or something like that, okay? Detailed descriptions of each routine are found in your user guide, Appendix B. So in those slides in the handout, I'm sorry, is this one in the handout or is this the actual appendix on InSync, Sarah?
I believe it's the appendix on InSync.
I thought so too. I didn't think I said that right. So Appendix B, and we'll have a chance to play around with InSync here in a little bit, and you'll get to go through and check all that out, but you might want to take note of Appendix B, or Sarah might put it in the chat. So each routine's described, an overview, the purpose, how you might organize the students, the appropriate grade level. They're really, really helpful for these math chats. And I love these. I absolutely love these. And you can kind of locate your kids too. And there's also notes that tell the teacher what to consider when you use this routine. So these can be, like a summary of this, I'm sorry, can be found on page 3 of your handout. So that page 3 in your handout that you are looking at, maybe split screen. Okay, yeah, that's nice. It has little animated things. I forgot those. Okay, so this is facilitating discourse. Now that we spent some time digging into the resources, we are going to shift and ask ourselves, how do I get my students talking about math? Okay, so these are 6 guiding questions to help us get our students talking about math. They support your facilitation of math discourse at pretty much any point in a lesson. And each question is elaborated with specific actions that teachers can take to facilitate the discourse about those essential questions. So take a minute and look at these. The teacher actions related to these are on page 4 of your handout. So we'll give you just a little time to look at those. And if there's a question about these right now, feel free to ask it while we let people kind of read through the handout. You can also raise your little hand or wave at us, or just unmute yourself and share something that stands out to you. One of these, maybe one of these questions that stands out to you, or a teacher action that you see on your sheet that resonates with you. Oh, it's on page 7. Well, that's nice. Thank you, Suzanne. Sarah, do we have any in the chat? I'm going to peek. Oh, the handout's still
Hit the
down.
chat and share the screen at the same time without blocking the screen.
That's okay. I'm checking it out.
Okay.
Handout link is in the chat on 7 of the handout. Great. Okay. Does anybody have any of the teacher actions that really resonated with you from the handout? I'm going to look at the handout myself. Oh, nice. I like in the second box, it says promote reasoning and make sense making throughout instruction. So it makes kids think about what they're thinking about, you know, that cognitive facilitation. Ooh, I really like well, I'm not sure where it's at, but it says allow students, it's how do we address errors and misconceptions? I think it's question number 4. Allow students time to grapple with challenging work collaboratively and independently. It is very important to let our students have that productive struggle with math. Most of us might even give up with a difficult concept, but to struggle with it and really figure out why and have these conversations will really help. Mary said, Mary Rooney from Quincy, provide opportunities for students to share their work with diverse partners, posing questions to each other and building common understanding. That's great. Yeah, when they reteach and they talk about why they're thinking, what they're thinking to their partner, then they're like, oh my gosh, I didn't mean that, or I wasn't thinking that, or, oh, the other person says, yeah, that really makes sense. Miss Minert, my partner, love you, girl. Celebrate mistakes as opportunities to learn. Yes, I love it. Lots of learning opportunities. Those are great. Okay, we are going to move on. You guys will have more time to look at that later. You always have the link to the handout. Okay, we're back to our 4 topics, our 4 approaches. And we're going to move on to discussion-based assessment. Okay, now we've explored these other tools from Eureka Math InSync. We're going to shift our thinking to assessment. And it's recommended that you continue to use exit tickets, mid-mod, and in-mod assessments to provide the basic curriculum to elicit, monitor, and reflect on student learning, their thinking, strategic points of instruction throughout the module. So continue to take those. I am taking little snippets and putting them in Seesaw. I know this talks a lot about Google Classroom. However, our main platform as second grade teachers and as elementary teachers is Seesaw. So as the teacher now, you get to take these and put them into Seesaw. Now, I don't know if there's a question in the chat about this, but we have.
Yes.
I'll put the link here again. We have a planning document for the teachers.
Out of the right one at all.
We have a planning document for the teachers to use that some have created them for second grade. I have created Seesaw activities of my own, but I've also included Seesaw activities for the exit ticket. So you have double for me for second grade for math. Whoop, whoop. You're welcome. Okay, so let's get on. Oh, that is what I have. Oh, nice. Okay, it's the cycle of instruction. It's great when someone else is sharing their screen and you're trying to figure out what's going on. So I have 2 screens here, so I'm not ignoring you, I promise. The cycle of instruction isn't complete without evidence of student thinking to inform the next instructional step. So we want to, just like doctors, figure out what's going on and prescribe a remedy, find out where they're at, locate the students, and then we can take the next instructional step. So a key part in preparing to teach any lesson is knowing what supports that they need. One of those is, one of the helps to that is an exit ticket. So this is the exit ticket, and on Eureka Math InSync, these blue areas in the student view are fillable. So they would fill these out and with their name and everything, like they can just type right on the document, and it can be pushed out through Google Classroom. Sad business, not Seesaw. So in Seesaw, we would just snip this or download the PDF and upload it into, which I've done all this for second grade, upload it into Seesaw. They can type on it and turn it in and you'll have it. So, all right. So, whoa, there was some highlights there. Can we go back for a second?
Let me try. There you go.
So ask them maybe when you're replying to them in Seesaw, hey, explain to me how you did this, you know, because they could just type an answer and, you know, you're thinking, okay, I think they meant this, but maybe they meant this. So ask them questions, reply to them in Seesaw. That's what's great about it. Keep your documents editable, keep your assignments editable so the students can go back. I mean, we were always tested in my day. I don't know, I'm not old, but you take the test, one and done. If you failed it, you failed it. But in order to achieve mastery, I think students need to be able to go back and rework things and figure out how to do it and do it right. So I leave my editable or my assignments on Seesaw able to edit because I want them, once we have these conversations over here, once I say something to them on Seesaw, go back and fix it and find out where you messed up and make it right. All right. Angie has a question. Am I supposed to have students do the exit tickets on InSync or on Seesaw? Well, InSync has a place where they can do them, but they can't turn them into you. That's the glitch right now. They can turn them in and push them out through Google Classroom, but Seesaw and them are not linked. So I put assignments in. You're going to have to go to Seesaw to the school and district library and just upload my assignments. I have an exit ticket for every lesson through, I think I've done mod 2, 1, 2, 3, so clear through October, and I'll continue to do those because it's good for us to all have the same thing. I might recommend putting in the problem set and some other things if you want your students to have that extra work. I'm going to recommend that they do those every day, and if they turn them in, great. So hopefully I answered that question. I'll shrink that down. Discussion-based assessment. So after your students have completed and submitted the module tasks that you've assigned, you follow up with those small group discussions in those short intervention times that we have possibly built into our schedule. Then you can take those and form your little groups and help kids where they need to be helped. So it's a quick way to check and see if students are doing that rigorous thinking, if they're understanding what the math is. Okay, so turn to page 5 in your participant handout, which is probably page 8 or 9, I'm guessing. It's called Directions for Conducting Discussion-Based Assessments. And I'm going to shrink my window down and go over here and find it. Oh, it's actually on page 8. Okay, so there's a few steps here, 5 steps. You're going to look through this and then share out something that stuck with you, stood out to you, you wonder about. All right, let me see if anybody has their hand up to share. Oh, I love seeing all your faces. I'm scrolling through. Okay, so Share out something that resonated with you about the directions. I'll take 2 or 3 responses, and I see there's some messages here in the chat. All right. Suzanne Bradham, identifying misconceptions. Yes. Mary Rooney, I like having, sorry, my chat's moving, the prompts to be able to dig deeper. Yes. Yeah, just those simple questions, the digging questions. Callie, I saw your face. That math intervention time we get in our schedule would be perfect for us to have these discussions. Yes and amen. I totally agree. Yep. That's a great time to have these discussions. It's also a great time to, if you had those discussions right at the end of your math time, to get those kids thinking, and then you locate a few, say, hey, you know, Michelle, Elizabeth, Darlene, I want you guys to stay for just 5 or 10 minutes. I have a couple more questions for you. And they'll be like, oh, yay, I get to stay with the teacher. Yeah. And then you can say, hey, you said this. I wonder about that. Oh, nice. Okay. Betsy Anderson, I like the discussions will allow us to dig deeper into the students' understanding. Me too. Me too. Okay. So let's go on. Whoops. Did I skip one? Okay. Ooh. Type. Okay. Here's an assignment now, an activity for everybody. Type how you envision using discussion-based assessment to inform your instruction. How can we use the exit tickets, the questions we give them about that, the topic, even the topic facilitation slides, the discussions we have about that and the answers that we get, how can that help inform our instruction? Go ahead and type some things in the chat and we'll shout them out. We're almost there, guys. You're going to get to play. Individual student checks. Yes, Sarah. Yes, Michelle. See what they know and what they don't know. Yes, Mary. Formative assessment. Oh my goodness, they're popping up. Jenna, it helps us understand where they're at. It locates them and what we need, what they need more guidance on. Holes in their thinking, Susan. Yes. Knowing where my students are in terms of answers. Ooh, yeah. Well, it helps us probe and ask more questions. Well, you said this, that's good. Then what about this? And you can dig a little bit deeper. And the great thing is that even if one student didn't say that in your topic facilitation, the other students are hearing that and they're thinking, oh, wow, okay, I see how you think about that. And it's igniting their excitement too. Help me identify. Yes. Our teaching needs to be flexible. The discussions help us understand what we need to go over again. Yeah. Yep. Very good. Okay. So you can continue to type and read those. Those are great, and I'll check them out later. We're going to review our learning intentions and success criteria one more again. We're learning to use Eureka, Math, InSync in order to design and deliver instruction so that learning continues no matter where the students are being taught. Even when we go back hybrid, school, home, all totally remote. This is an awesome plan. And I love, love, love the learning plan. And they tell you exactly what you can use here and what you would do online. And it's wonderfully laid out. It's everything that the videotaping teachers really tried to do last spring. And this is such a help. So we know we're successful when we can explore each component of Eureka Math InSync, analyze its features. We did that. Explore best instructional practices for math discourse and formative assessment. And I would say, students, if you did that, say, I did that, and you would all mouth it so I can see your mouths. That's how to produce engagement. Have your kids give a little thumbs up, okay? Preview a process for preparing to teach in a variety of settings using, I bet that says Eureka Math InSync. I can't see it at the bottom of my screen.
You're right. Eureka Math InSync components and additional resources.
And additional resources. Awesome. Okay.
So you ready to let everybody play? You want to show them how to get there, kind of?
Sure. I get to share my screen. Okay. I don't have the right thing up, but we'll get there. Okay, so, sorry if I can get the right thing. Okay, so you are going to go to digital.greatminds.org. And we can, actually I could put a link in there probably. Are you doing that, Sarah?
No, I'm not doing that. I'm typing in, I'm responding in chat for a minute.
That's all right. I didn't
But I
want
can put a link. Are we can go through Clever as well to get there, I believe.
Okay, yeah, whichever way works for you. I don't see the chat anymore. Oh, it's because I'm sharing. I can't do it either. So digital.greatminds.org.
Thank you, Michelle, for putting that in there.
Thank you. And I'll just do it right here. Yeah. Okay. Digital.greatminds.org. And it's automatically going to log me in. So I'm actually going to log out to show you what I did. Because when I typed in and clicked here and it gave me my suggestion and I said, sure, that's right, continue. It says, sorry, this is not the right password. So if you scroll down and click sign in with Google, if you don't get in this way, this is the way I get in. And again, if you cannot get in, I would just say follow along with us because it may not be any of this. It might be that you don't have students in Tyler Sys yet. Okay. Oh, there's my chat. I see it. Save it in your bookmarks. Rochelle. Boom. Great idea. Click your little star and save it, and it will be there. Okay. So once we log in, you should be set to second grade. Okay. I should be sharing this actually too. So let me go to the right slide. So that way you see. Okay. So these were the methods. Sorry, guys. Okay, so these are the methods that you can log into. There you go. You can go to the bookmarks and go to Clever and go to Great Minds. You can go to Clever, log in with Google and go to Great Minds. Or you can just type in what I told you and log in with Google. Okay, so if you're, and I'm trying to see faces, which I can't see because I'm presenting. So let me get out of here. I'm going to stop sharing so I can see your faces. I'm going to put it on grid. Give me a thumbs up if you're in. Oh, look at you. Yay, Natalie. Daryl, nice. I see you guys. Okay. And I don't see a lot of people because your screens aren't on. Betsy, I like your little thumb. That's great. Okay. If you are not in and having serious problems, give me 2 thumbs down and a sad face. Oh, Darlene.
And Darlene, I'm messaging you right now because instructional coaches are going to have issues. Anyone who is not a classroom teacher will probably not have access yet.
I'm having that issue with ReadyGen right now too.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to go back here. The slideshow goes through some things, but I'm going to show you on here because it's just easier than flipping back and forth between a slideshow. So up here in your little waffle, kind of like on Google, everybody see where I'm at? You click on the little waffle. Let me get my thingy out of the way, sorry. And it still has the old navigator like we used to use that has all of the grades and all of the units, and it was a great visual, and it has all the exit tickets and the topics, and it's pretty and colorful and easy to navigate. That is still there, okay? Actually, I'll just bring it up. Oh, well, it's not working. Great. Of course not. And there's other resources. So those options are there for you to play with. Okay, yours should be set to second grade because we are second grade. And the other grades are there in case you want to enhance instruction, or if you need to fill some serious holes, then you can go and do that. Here is your InSync user guide. That was the one we were talking about that had some other things in it that you can use. This is a video for just getting started. I mean, it's pretty much self-explanatory. And then your modules are down here. It doesn't go very far because they're still putting everything in. So module 1, sums and differences. Let me make sure I'm doing the right thing on here. Okay. If I click the arrow down, then I can go in and anything with a paper clip is downloadable. So here's your Learn Anywhere plan. If I click the button over here to the right, it will just show it to me, hopefully. Oh, great. Okay, we'll log in again. Okay, so some of the things are not completely ready, but you can always go back and forth and back and forth. So the mod and assessment, all of that is there. We watched this welcome video, and here's where you can choose Spanish or not. Once you click it, I think you guys saw that, it's at the top. My clickers aren't working, I don't know why. Okay, so it has it divided by topic. Of course, click the caret, and it gives you everything in that topic. The parent tip sheets, which are very helpful there, and you can download those and send those out through Seesaw. I would send that as a notification. Just send it as a message. I wouldn't put it as an assignment. I would not put it in the journal for the students. I would put it immediately to the parents. And then this kind of tells you the topic facilitation. We talked about some helps for the teacher. So if I click the lesson down, there's the daily video, which I have also taken all of these videos for, I think, Mod 1 and Mod 2, and they're on the teacher planning document. They're in the ELL helps, but they're actually these videos and they have to click Spanish on them. But it's the same videos that I made and Michelle and other teachers made for math, just in Spanish for the Spanish. Okay. Those will probably take over our videos. So like Michelle and I, the videos that we had made, and Chelsea and some others last summer, these Engage videos will be the links in the future, like after Mod 3. Okay, so there's the practice. Learn, practice, and succeed. Learn is I'm gonna click on it and see. Learn is the actual exit ticket. So they have kind of different names. Okay, so Learn is the exit ticket, which I've already included. Practice, oh, and when you go back, you have to go back through it all. That's the glitch I don't like. So get ready to keep clicking. Practice, I believe, practice is the problem set. Okay, and also Spanish is available, super cool. And the lesson Succeed is homework, and it has a homework helper, which is really cool. So I'm going to show you that, and you can go along with me if you're logged in to kind of see. Okay, so the homework helper basically teaches them again. It reminds them of everything that you did. I went through that quick. I'll slow down. It only shows at the bottom of the screen. It's really sad. So the homework helper goes through fluency, has little notes, the whole, the part. It gives them tips all over again, and then they have their sheet. If you want to have your students do this, you will download it here or copy the link to share and push it out through Seesaw yourself. I did not include this. I did not include anything but the exit ticket. Okay, and all the lessons are the same. Okay. Let me see.
Don't be alarmed if you try to look ahead and all the lessons are not there. Eureka Math is in the process of building them, so it may only go up to a certain module, only a certain lesson, because they hired people like in March, April. They were hiring to have people start to build this system. So it's a very new and very much a work in progress.
Yes, it is. Okay, and it had shown, and I'll show here, where they can change it to Spanish at the top. Isn't that cool? This is so cool. I love this part because it can help a whole other part of our community that I felt such a barrier with, especially this year. This is great. All right, I'm gonna stop sharing at this point unless you want me to share it, Sarah.
I mean, if you want to keep it on the screen, that's fine. We just have about 10 minutes is all we have.
Oh, wow. Ah, okay.
So
You want to go through it quick then? Because there's
yeah,
not
let's go through it quick. So this is the InSync student view. So there are student logins that they gave us. To get in there, you click to the next slide.
Yes, I was trying to.
You're fine. Okay, so eventually the goal is that their day's assignments would be in there. Our primary platform is Seesaw, but the Eureka Math is working on the student view where they could actually do their InSync. Here's their assignments. They would log in and go and click on their assignment, and it's already built in. They'd watch the video, so it becomes a total online component. I know they talked with middle school, they were talking about downloading these forms. Kinda was going to cut and paste and put them in Seesaw. But once they put their name in, if they have this piece, it'll automatically pre-populate their name in every single one. They can type straight on the form. So that is the goal of the student part of the InSync. And it's coming soon. Like, it is a work in progress. The company is working fast and furious to get it out. So there are glitches, there are little things, but they are working to get it so that we have a good resource to use to make our lives easier. So in the next minute or so, kind of take some time. What are your next steps that you think you need to do to implement? You can either unmute yourself and share, or you can type something in the chat.
Okay. And I feel like we just went over these.
We did. So we have about 7-8 minutes. Are there questions? Do you guys want time to explore? And kind of, and I will stay right here. Are there other questions we can answer?
I'm gonna stop sharing so I can see everybody again.
When I pulled it up, I'm not able to find what you were pulling up on the screen. I'm looking at sums and differences, module 1. And what do I click after that?
Okay, let me go back and see where you're at. Get everything out of my way. Okay, so you're here. Sorry, I have all these others open. You're here and you clicked that little caret and you went down, correct? You can unmute yourself and talk to me. Do you see topic A?
Yes.
Okay, if you click that little caret, that will have all the lessons in topic A, which are just 2.
After I click topic A, what am I looking at?
This is the overview, and then this little caret by lesson 1 will give you everything for lesson 1. So it's just like opening your book and going to the next page. It's just a caret and it has a menu under it. So then all of this down here is your navigator, which is the whole plan. Your lesson plan is right here, the Learn Anywhere plan. So if I click that, that shows you what can be done in the video and what needs to be done in class, which is the fluency and the debrief. Excuse me, because the main part of the lesson will be taught here. Okay, when you go back, it's gonna kick you back to the beginning. So you're gonna have to keep clicking down topic A, lesson 1 to go back where you were. So I'll try not to open too many more. The daily video is over here. So on the right are all the bubbles that you would click to find these things. You'll just have to go over. Learn is the exit ticket. Practice is the problem set. Succeed is the homework. Did that answer your question?
Yes, it did.
Okay, great. Sorry you can't get in, Sarah. Might try it through just the website. Oh, thank you. You're awesome. Anybody have any other questions? You want to see something before we get off of here? Well, we still have 5 minutes, but I'm not trying to kick you out. This plan right here is the main thing you're going to use for math as a teacher.
I have another question. Is there a way to make it any bigger when we're looking at the link? I mean, looking at the lesson, like the learn?
Okay, so when we click the learn, you have to download it. I couldn't figure out how to make it bigger. If somebody else can, please let me know. Yeah, I had to completely download every one of these. But like I said, if you guys want to go to Seesaw and find them, they're all in there and you can click on them and see them really quick, other than going through this over and over and over. I tried to put it in one place for everybody to help. Chat, let's see.
Hello, second grade. This is Diane Kimsey. I'm your math consulting teacher. Oh, you didn't have to do that.
I had to do that. Hello.
Hello, hello. Oh, look at all those faces. Darlene Bluevin. Hello, Darlene. Darlene, Tracy, Callie. Oh my gosh. So many. Suzanne, that's so exciting to see you as a second grade teacher now. Mr. G. All right. So good to see so many familiar faces, guys. I just wanted to say hello and thank you to Kaina and Sarah, and wish you all the very, very best. Cindy Delosier. Oh, that's right. I forgot. See, I'm used to her being the queen of fifth grade. So best wishes to all of you. If you're having troubles getting in, shoot me an email. Let me know, did you have a name change? If so, what did it used to be? What is it now? What school are you at? What grade are you teaching? And may God be with you all. So we will make it through this. We really will. We really will. So Callie, quit laughing at me. All right. I keep, Callie and I both love musicals, and I keep the, Hamilton, rise up. We will do this, guys. We're going to rise up. We really will. We really will. You don't want me to sing it any further than that. Trust me. Although Tracy Wilson's son, Luke, I still have a letter that he wrote to me and told me I was the greatest opera singer ever. So I do have it in print. Exactly. All right. Hey, Karen Thompson.
I did load to Seesaw the exit tickets. So in our school and district library, the exit tickets are there for Mod 1, Mod 2. I have not done Mod 3 yet, but I am going to. Yeah, I don't know. Were there other questions up there, Sarah, that maybe I missed?
And I'm also, oh, I'm sorry, Sarah.
Yes,
I didn't
interrupt. This can be downloaded. Jay Shore, I'm not sure who that is. Can this be downloaded to your desktop or laptop so it will be accessible without going through Clever? Are you talking about for teachers or students? Jay Shore, tell us your first name. I don't know everybody.
That's a great question. Whoever asked that, I don't know the answer. So, okay, but when you, like Kaina and myself, we have all the exit tickets, the problem sets, all that for you. When you download it, that does go to your desktop. And when the children download it, it goes to their desktop. So no internet at that moment.
So Jamie Shore, yay, we have your name. So for teachers, yes, you can download it to your desktop. Absolutely. If you're going to share it out, you're going to have to put it in later. You're going to have to insert it as a document, as a PDF, if you want to do that. For the students, that's a lot of things for them to download to their Chromebook. We don't know exactly how much it will hold. So that's why I suggested snipping them or uploading them and creating a Seesaw activity. If you create a Seesaw activity, please share it to the district library and save us all some work. We'd love to use your wonderful ideas.
Kaina, can you clarify what all of you uploaded in Seesaw? What all of you put in Seesaw from this, from Eureka?
Let's do it. I'll share it real quick.
Okay, I'm out of here. Karen Thompson, email me and we'll get your problem taken care of, okay? Conchetta, you look just like your daughter. Oh my gosh. All right. Bye, guys. Have a wonderful school year.
Adios.
Adios.
The activities that I have created, if you click on activities, you're going to browse the activity library. I know I'm going pretty quick, but they're going to cut us off. Okay. In my library is the stuff that Kind of Croft has. School and district is where you'll want to go. And it has everything from last spring. Okay. All these math exit tickets I have created up to 3-1. There's some other stuff in here for CR Success. Mary Charity's done awesome, but we're talking about Eureka right now. So all these math exit tickets, they actually have the video that the video teachers created, and it has a template for the students, which is the exit ticket. Yes, I chopped some of them. Yes, some of them have 2 pages because I chopped them so they would be bigger, but they're all there. Please take them and use them. They're all in the school and district library. There's other stuff in here that you can find that specifically are for our curriculum. That's why I use this, but you can always go to the community and search for stuff if you want to. The other activities that I put in here for math, like subtraction and things like that, are on the, I'm trying to find more of mine. They're on the planning document, except those are not, oh yay. Okay, these were from last year. Those in the planning document under teacher resources are, I don't know if I should say under teacher resources. Some of them are seesaw activities that align with the standards. Some are specific Eureka exit tickets. So if it says exit ticket, it is Eureka Math. Any other questions?
Will the students have the Eureka InSync loaded on their laptops?
It's a very good question.
I don't know the answer to that one. Do you?
What's that, Sarah?
Do you know the answer? I don't know if they're going to.
I don't know the answer. I would imagine that they would just have to go to the website and put it in there. I put a link in my Clever. I created a link for them to go to through Clever.
I imagine that's how they'll sign in through anything is Clever.
Yeah,
So.
it'll be much easier, especially for our littles. Gosh, having to log into one thing and it just take them through everything. So if you have not set up your Clever, I'm the tech person too, so I'm like, Clever, Pear Deck, Flipgrid, do it all. But go into Clever, get all your little apps set up so your kids, you won't struggle as much at all. Anybody else? Chat, I'll check it. Oh, you're welcome. Blank Chromebooks, Darlene. That's wonderful. Brand new slate. Okay.
Now we're gonna have to tell parents to check out that site so they can get all that stuff on there. Because I was like, whoa.
Yeah, we'll definitely talk about the first days in. Definitely talk to your kids about logging into Google Chrome on their Chromebooks. If you don't know how to log into Chrome, you need to log into Chrome. So every time they open it, it will log them in. Otherwise, every time it says login with Google, they're going to have to type everything. So log into Chrome, Seesaw, Clever, you should be good. Should be. If you have any more questions, email us. I don't know, email Diane. I'm going to send it all to her. Anything else?
Thank you guys for this morning.
Mm-hmm. Have a good day. Hopefully we helped you. Thanks for coming. I was joking. I said, we have stragglers. They want extra information. You guys get to take the test. Oh.
Away.
All right. Are we just stopping?
Yep.
Okay. I'll see you soon.
Okay. Bye, Kinda.
Bye.